All right. Let's, all right. Let's see if we get anybody to come and chat with us. I guess I could try and crochet. While I wait for somebody to join, see what they want to talk about. Don't have anything particular to talk about. I'll light a candle. Makes it smell a bit nicer. Lady gets most of her candles from Bath and Body Works. This one is Wicked Vanilla Woods. I like it. It smells good. Oh, hello. Thanks for joining the broadcast, guys. How you doing today? Let's see here. You aren't Sigma, bro. Stop mewing. I've been on live for 3 minutes. I don't know how that's a decided factor of who I am as a person. Hello. Thanks for joining the broadcast, Melanie. Hope you're having a fun weekend. Shelby, I'm from Michigan, the United States. How's everyone doing today? Is that supposed to mean something specific other than what I know it as? That's cool. Got anything planned for tomorrow? Ten expired. Smash. Well, NC, you seem to just want to troll. Hello, Xiang Sang. Thanks for joining the broadcast. What are you, Hulk? Let's see. What's something I can do to fill my time until I get people who actually want to talk? I personally don't have a dog, sadly. I live at my brother's house. He has two Australian Shepherds. I like Halo, though. Honestly, it's probably been like 3 years since I've played a Halo game, so it's been a while. All the way in Indonesia. Thanks for joining the broadcast. How you doing today, Rudy? Guess nobody wants to talk. It looks like maybe Russian or Yugoslavian, Ukrainian. It's a language I do not understand, sadly. I don't even know how to try to pronounce that. So I jumped up to 21 at one point, so I thought, hey, maybe I was actually going to get some real commenters going on, but guess not. Hello, thanks for joining the broadcast. How you doing today? Maybe I'll start crocheting. Gives me something to do while I wait for somebody to talk. Sorry, must live. I can't read any of that. And super new to YouTube Live, so I don't know how I'd even go about trying to like translate it. And so you can like hit message, report, remove, channel activity, add as moderator, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. I appreciate you trying to reach out, must live, but I don't know what any of that means. I can't read any of that, must live. I do appreciate you trying to reach out, though. If somebody wants to talk and not just troll me. must have. I would say your best option to be able to communicate with me, because I can't seem to do it myself, um, is go to Google, put in what you want to say, ask for the English translation, copy and paste, throw the question at me. I can then talk with you. But we'll need a translator of some kind, and I don't have that. Hello. Thanks for joining the broadcast, Pumpkin. How you doing today? See, so glad to hear it. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I've had it for the last like week. So that kind of sucks. I'm on antibiotics. They don't really seem to be helping though. But other than that, I've been real good. I recently hit 100 followers on YouTube here, so I've been able to start going live and figured I'd give it a go. Yeah, as do I. It's weird. Only the right side of my throat hurts. The left side doesn't. When I'm like eating, my whole throat hurts to swallow. But just like sitting here talking right now, it's just the right side of my throat that hurts. Um, Got to go see a specialist about it, I think, on the 18th, maybe the 20th. I don't know. Sometime in like next week and a half. I'm hoping by then I'm not sick anymore and it's going to be a routine, just looking at stuff thing. But, we'll find out by then. Oh, see, I'm hoping it's nothing like I'll need surgery. Um, like I said, I'm hoping that I've got another, I think, like 5 or 6 days on the antibiotics. So I'm hoping by the time I'm about halfway through it, the dose of antibiotics, I'm hoping by the time I'm actually done with the antibiotic, it'll be gone, and it'll just be a routine thing with the doctor. Sorry to hear that you had to have surgery on your throat. Hopefully, it wasn't anything too, scary. Yeah, I don't know. The person counter that's up here on my screen, it's been 0 for a minute now, even though I've had people talking. So, yeah, I don't know if the counter's just off or if everybody happened to leave, because I don't really have much to say. It being my first broadcast, didn't really know. Uh, Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I appreciate having someone to talk with. Yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, like specific topic wise. Um, Honestly, not ready for anything too serious like political talks or um, talks about ideals or anything. So yeah, I was probably gonna, if I did get somebody to actually talk with, um, just to let them control the conversation or steer it towards like hobbies and stuff. That's what I do with a good chunk of my free time. Just try and do different hobbies I enjoy. Hang out with my lady. Um, I actually, this is technically my second live. The first one was a couple hours ago for about a half an hour. I had the live going showing me here, but I was playing Spider-Man on Twitch. I was trying to have both going in the hopes of, help creating viewers on both ends. It didn't really work. I did have quite a few people popped into the YouTube live, but none of them said anything, and they'd leave soon after once they realized that I was playing video games they couldn't see. My free time I deal with little kids and spamming on Roblox. And I get that count terminated for saying y'all are about to get banned. Yeah, no, Roblox is I've played it a little bit with one of my nephews, but everything I hear about Roblox and from what I see when I see my nieces and nephews playing it, not the best system they got going there by any means. It's they could, with I'm sure the amount of money that game makes, they could definitely do better than what they do on security and yeah, just safety all around, not just for like kids, just anybody who uh, plays the game in general. Yeah, I just noticed whoever liked. Thank you. I'm guessing it's you, Pumpkin, that threw me the like. I appreciate it. And I actually it just popped up. I now have 2 viewers up here instead of 0. So that's cool. Hello, other person. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well today. Um, other than Roblox, any other games you like to play? All right, what's your favorite? I've never played Contract Killer 2. Um, I'm much the same. I play a lot of different type of video games as well. I have played the like newer Call of Duty as well as the new Black Ops because I got Game Pass. Um, I played a little bit of the zombies on Black Ops 6, mainly just played the campaign though. The last couple of years I haven't been real big on. I do once in a while play like multiplayer shooters and stuff, but for the most part I'm not really into the facing each other thing because yeah, it's facing a lot of people who play the game a lot longer than I do because it's either the one game they do play or because they're 16 and have tons of free time to play video games. Um, yeah, I just noticed moving up in the world. What is Contract Killer 2 on? What systems? I've got a PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, and then a very old laptop. Oh, so it's like on phones? Okay, I'll have to check it out, definitely. My favorite console would, so overall, I'd have to say I enjoy the Xbox more than the PlayStation, but that's because uh, my brothers, I have 3 of them. Well, 3 blood brothers, a couple other guys that I could just consider my brother. Um, but yeah, I'd have to say Xbox because all my siblings have Xboxes. So yeah, when I do play video games and I get to play with them, I want to be able to. And now, cross-platform is a bit more of a thing these days, but that's a more of a recent development. 15 years ago, that wasn't as much of a thing. So it's if you want to play with your friends, you have to have the same system. Um, so yeah, I've always stuck with the Xbox because it's what my siblings have always had. But Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man specifically, is one of my absolute favorite games. Um, I don't really like to try and like rank my absolute favorite games because then I'm getting into real like grittiness of the game. Um, and we had a boom, which I'm using right now. Last time I had an Xbox got broken because I had one. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That's definitely not a good way to um, try and motivate someone to do better by destroying their things. But yeah, so Spider-Man, the Mass Effect trilogy, and the Hitman series. Those are my 3 like favorite series over all other games. Insomniac Spider-Man, since it came out in 2018, I didn't get it until like towards the end of 2019, which I bought my PlayStation 4 from my cousin specifically to play the Spider-Man game. But yeah, ever since then, I've played that game at least once a year. When I first got it, I beat it like 6 times in a row. Absolutely love it. Same with Miles Morales. I got that last December, and I've beaten that like 4 times now. I'll be broadcasting that on Twitch. I'm broadcasting Spider-Man on Twitch at the moment. Be doing Miles Morales after. Um, Out of the old systems, definitely the 64 was my absolute favorite. That was because again, you could easily have 4 people playing on it, easier than like the PlayStation 2 or the PlayStation rather. Um, so there being 4 of us, the 64 worked well. Um, Plus, I felt like it was a big step for video games, the 64 system, because they went from, the 2D to 3D aspect in a lot of games. Oh, geez. Well, I mean, that's a good way to get banned off of Twitch, doing things like that. But I'm guessing sounds like you have some very over concerned parents, to try and say it nicely. Sounds like you're kind of stuck with following those rules for now. I luckily never had to deal with that. My parents were real understanding about life. Though with that said, there's definitely areas my parents could have done better in, but definitely not trying to get into that deep topic. But yeah, so love the Spider-Man games. Really, really want to play Spider-Man 2. Just need a PS5 eventually. Yeah, no, like I said, I've been sick for a minute now. I don't feel the greatest today either. My lady's working today, so I figured I played Spider-Man for a couple hours and then decided to give this live a go. And she gets off in about 10 minutes. She works at a dollar store, so she has to, like, if the person that takes over her shift is late, she has to work until they show up. I don't think that's the case today. I think she's got some overlap, but yeah, it takes her a bit after 4:30 to actually get out of there. So we'll be able to broadcast for about another 20 minutes or so. And then, yeah, we'll probably get dinner. It says One Piece. And then on the back here, I don't know if you can see it well on the camera, but it's got the whole crew of the One Piece anime on the back. My lady got it for me last Christmas. Have I played Toma 1 or 2, Jersey Devil, or Blasto on PlayStation 1? I think I've played Blasto, but I'm not sure about the other games. They don't ring any bells. As am I. I have been watching it for, let's see, I'm 31. I started watching it when I was like 11, somewhere around 11. So I've been watching it for about 20 years. Huge fan. And I like the live action one. I've always thought for a long time that's the one show that wouldn't try and do live action just because of how weird the show is. But Netflix knocked it out of the park with the live action. That was done extremely well. And now me and my lady are watching One Piece through because she's never seen the show. We're on episode 620, give or take a few episodes. I forget exactly which one we're at. But yeah, I've seen to like 680 probably. Well, I've seen to like 600 like 11 times, and then 680 only like 2 or 3 times. Because yeah, for a long time it was, I prefer the dub. I should clear that up. I prefer watching the dub. I don't watch the subs. So for a long time I was having to wait for them to dub over. Oh, definitely will do. She when I talked to her on her break, she wasn't having a good day at work. Nothing like particular bad going on. Just wasn't feeling it today. As you do sometimes. But we'll probably get something relatively soft to eat. So I don't know, probably spaghetti is what we'll end up doing for dinner, so that it doesn't hurt as much for me to eat and swallow and whatnot. And then she might be going to her friend's house after dinner. I'm not sure. Okay. Can't find. The lady usually has a little pen and notebook sitting here. I was gonna write that down. I got a phone from basically from her dad wasting a bunch of money, and now we have a phone that doesn't really get used. I just use it for like when my phone's dead and I want to read comics or something. What am I looking for right now? Right, somewhere to write this down. Weird, this thing doesn't have notes. That's weird. Oh yeah, no, that's I think that was Finn. So there's two dogs here, Scout and Finn. They're both Australian Shepherds. Um, they are, for the most part, very good dogs. They are very barky, partially because my brother and sister-in-law thought it was cute when they were little, how much they barked, because, they were little barks, but they never really cut the barking fully out of them. So now, like, when they want attention and you're not giving it to them, they'll start barking, as well as they see anything outside, they go nuts. But that's something like my entire family has always done. We never really like, we don't let them just constantly go nuts, but we don't train the like barking at people out of them. We let them bark. Yeah, I can do that. The puppies inside? Scout, Finn, come here, puppies. Come here, puppy dogs. Here they come. Hi, what's up, little girl? Hi, fanboy. Hi, guys. Hi. You guys want a treat? You want a treat? Sit down. Little girl, come here, sit down. Sit. Let's turn this around. That's going Finn. Hi, guys. Yeah, I know. I said treat, and then I'm putting the camera on you. I know. That's not a treat, is it? You guys want a treat? You want a nap? Yeah, this you are. Sit. There you go, puppies. See you later, puppies. And away they go. Yeah, they're my niece and nephew. I love those guys. I don't think I ever posted it, but I'll have to look and see if it's somewhere on my YouTube page. If it is, I'll like tag it or something so that you can see it, or tag you rather. Throw me a follow. It'll be easier for me to do that then. Or if I haven't posted it, which again, I don't think I have posted it. I have a video of Finn, the boy, me and him hauling together. I absolutely love the video because we like both hit the same exact note. It's just good harmonization in my opinion. I'll like I said, if I haven't posted it, I'll post it soon so that you can check it out. Yeah, they're good dogs. Other than they like to bark a lot, but past that, they're really good dogs. Like I've never had them when I'm coming in the house try to like get out the front door or anything. It's not something that had to be trained in them to not do. It's just something they always just never. They don't try to escape really. They're pretty good at following commands and things like that. They're just since they're Australian Shepherds, they're high activity dogs, so they expect exactly that. High activity. You got to play with them a lot, take them on walks. Give them the attention they need. And like the little girl Scout, I know you just seen him for a second, but I actually just hit 100 sometime in the last week, and then I noticed before I started this live, I was at 102. So, slowly moving up. I don't even think it's been a whole year since I transferred this YouTube from just being like my YouTube I listen to music and stuff on into a content creating. But yeah, the little girl, which you only seen her for a second, but the skinnier one, she is wasted on anybody that isn't living on a farm because she is the most active dog I've ever met. Always raring to go, always wants to play. Will like they'll take him for 4 or 5 mile walks and stuff to help with their energy on the weekend because they both work all week, so it's hard for them to take them on long walks other than the weekend. And she never stops. I've never she definitely, that's a bit of an exaggeration. She does chill for a bit after a long walk like that, but for the most part, she's more than willing to just go all out all the time. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be AFK. Well, hey man, I just want to warn you, I might be gone when you come back because it's 4:28 now. So I probably only got about another 15 minutes before I end the broadcast because my lady will be getting home. Just a heads up. But I do think this is something I will, continue to do because I enjoy talking to people. So why not keep doing it? Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate it. That is so awesome of you to uh, say that and be forward to looking at my videos. Fair warning, I'm pretty sure on YouTube I have over 300, so I've got content. I For a while before I started doing other content, it was just strictly game clips. So I have like 200 game clips. I do Reddit reads, unboxing videos. The unboxings are specifically because of my nieces and nephews. They like those videos. Um, Comic book reviews. The guy already said the Reddit read, and other random stuff. Like one of my absolute favorite videos I have is I got it when I went to Tennessee back in August. Me and my lady went and I spent a week there. I got a video of a bear coming within 10 feet of me. It was a black bear. One of the absolute greatest experiences. And I used to live in Tennessee for 4 years. Um, I've had bears get close to me like that before, but generally it was like I was in my car or inside my house. It was just straight within 10 feet of me, standing right next to me. Um, it was the greatest experience that I loved it. I'm a huge animal guy. I love animals. If it was like a different kind of bear, I would have been more scared, but it was a black bear and they're more docile of bears. They're not really aggressive as long as there's no like children or anything around, which I made sure before I went outside with the bear that it was by itself. Cause yeah, going around babies will get you murdered. Um, and I mean, I can do that. It'll take me a minute to tell all of them because me and my lady, between the two of us, we have 25, no, 27 nieces and nephews. Um, Now, I will grant a good chunk of those nieces and nephews are, borrowed kids, so our friends' kids. Um, when it comes to like our siblings, a couple of my brothers have kids that they fill out seven of the actual directly related. Um, and then yeah, the other like 20 are friends' kids or yeah, her friends' kids or like cousins' kids. So they're not directly nieces and nephews, but they're considered. No, it's like 27. Because one of my friends just recently had a kid, like, when well, I say recently, shit, it's been like 8 months now. Um, and then one of my lady's nieces had a daughter. So now we have a great niece as well. Um, it's, dude, it's, you have no idea. And my lady likes to do like holiday cards to all of them, like uh, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's Day, all like the major holidays. She sends out cards to every single one of our nieces and nephews. And it's nuts because most of the time, I don't know how she affords it, but she does. Probably because she just doesn't, do other things with the money. But yeah, she puts a bit of money away for most of the time to put. Like I think Halloween she just did a bunch of $2 bills because they're apparently if you keep a $2 bill in your wallet, it's supposed to be like good luck. It and the logic to that I feel like is if you have $2 in your pocket, no matter what happens, you always get like if you need to emergency to like buy a drink because you're dying or food or whatever, you got $2. It's something. Um, April Fools, no, but that's because one of our nephews, that's his birthday, is April 1st. And then that's actually her and I's anniversary is April 1st. So that is, yeah, it's a birthday and a personal holiday for us. April Fool's doesn't get cards, nor does like President's Day. The big like Hallmark holidays. Halloween's probably the only like one that you don't usually expect a card from like an aunt and uncle. The rest are, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I guess most people probably just do Christmas to cover both, but she does both Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's one of her hobbies. She likes to do gifts and make gifts for people. I love it because she loves it. It puts a smile on her face, seeing people being happy about the stuff she got them. So I push her to do the hobby as much as she possibly can because, yeah, everybody should do their hobbies in their free time, and that'll make your life more enjoyable than always trying to grind. Um, that's why I've been trying to turn some of my hobbies into a grind. How's my new profile, Swagger? You set up a new profile? I'll have to look at it after the fact. It won't let me check it out while in the live. If I try and like leave the live, I'm guessing it'll stop it. I appreciate you, Pumpkin, and you, Kyle, if you're still here, for hanging around and talking with me. I do appreciate it. Definitely more entertaining talking to you guys than it would have been just me sitting here staring / talking into the ether, which is what it looked like it was going to be for the first little while. And like when I started, it jumped up to like 20 something viewers for my first, like, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. And most of them seem to be trolls. But I don't mind. Engagement is engagement. That'll help my live get pushed out to other people. So I'm totally down to get trolled. With that said, I definitely won't approve of anybody being like extremely hateful or anything like that. We don't condone those things. So stuff like that will get shut down. But like, let's see here, guy, it's like a bunch of letters, but NC is what I call them. Very first thing he said, "You aren't Sigma, bro. Stop mewing." From what I know about those words, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really hurt me. I never really give a shit about the whole like alpha, sigma, beta thing. That's nothing to me. Gender is a social construct. What it means to be a man and a woman is not just this finite black and white thing. Just because you don't fit into the criteria of being like, I have cerebral palsy in my right arm and leg. I was born 3 months premature, which caused that to happen. So I am not a strong person. I'm not like weak in my left side by any means. I can like lift things and whatnot, and I'm super lucky. My cerebral palsy is nowhere near as severe as it could be. But yeah, it does make it harder for me to do quite a few different things. So I don't fit the general, oh, men have to be this strong to be a man. Because no, I'm not really strong. I'm decently intelligent. I'm not like a genius or anything. But I have a decent amount of intelligence. I'd honestly prefer that over strength because you can be as strong as you want. It's intelligence that created tools, electricity, and hot water, which I recently realized is man's greatest invention. Because who doesn't like a hot shower? That is just awesome. Yeah, I'm very open about my cerebral palsy. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to talk about it. Yeah, it's like I said, I was born 3 months premature, so it's been my life, my entire life. So more than happy to talk about it. A lot of people usually do have some questions. it's if I don't tell people, like if you see me walking down the street, more than likely you're not going to notice that I have it. Especially now that I have a shoe lift on my right shoe to even out my hips. My right leg is 2.5 inches shorter than my left leg, um, because of the cerebral palsy. And cerebral palsy, there's three different like main kinds. There are three different big words. I can't think of what they are at the moment, but one is it affects like the bottom or top of your body. One is it affects one side of your body, like it does me, your right or left. Mine's the right side. Or the severe cases where it affects your entire body. Um, so I got super lucky. It's just my right side. Um, I do have like it moves. I can do stuff with it. It does copy whatever my left hand does, so I drop a lot of things. Um, that's I was when I was a kid, it was explained to me that to help compensate for the damage that was done, the part of my brain that sends signals to the left side of my body started sending signals to the right side of my body so that it would work. Um, so yeah, now for the most part, I'm 31, so I've had 3 decades of learning to control it to a certain extent. But yeah, it whatever my left hand does, my right hand does. So I drop my phone a lot, or if I'm holding something in my right hand and let go of something in my left, it'll if I'm not. Um, a lot of the times it's a subconscious thing that I don't have to focus on anymore, but sometimes it is something I have to actively like, oh no, don't do this or you're gonna drop it. So it does happen. And I appreciate you saying that, Pumpkin. I like to think I make the people who I meet lives better. I try to. When I was working a couple years ago, when I could, before I got a labral tear in my hip, that's a whole thing. But I used to tell people it's my job to make your life easier. I always really liked saying that to people. I like that phrase. It's for the most part how I try to live my life. I don't always go by that ideal because sometimes you got to be selfish and sometimes you're selfish without meaning to be. Um, but I also now I end like when I broadcast on Twitch video games, most of the content I make, I try to end them with try to remember, try to be kind out there. Awesome. I can't wait to see you in the next one, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I try to tell people, well, I don't try, this is how I end most of my content, is remember, try to be kind out there. Because so that's something I got from the TV show Doctor Who. At one point, one of the iterations of the Doctor, see you later, Pumpkin. Have a good day. Um, they say always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. And I really like that. That's an extremely good point. It's something I'll probably get deep into in a different broadcast at some point, but I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. It literally changed who I am as a person and made me a kind of person, I feel, um, because of some of the stuff that it, pushes. But yeah, so I heard that phrase, and then when I started making content, I wanted to have, because a few of the content creators that I watch and follow that I really like have like sign off lines that are, trying to be like kind. And yeah, so I liked like one of the guys I watch, he says, find your joy. I really like that. That's, telling people try and be happy. So I decided to go with try to be kind out there because yeah, everybody should try to be kind. If everybody was more kind, the world would probably be a bit of a better place. Um, and I specifically say try to be kind because it's also impossible to, like, if I just said be kind, like that's it. You have to be kind all the time forever. Be kind. That's not fair. Human beings aren't this like perfect monolith that can always do the right thing. It's not fair to expect somebody always to know what the right thing is in a situation or how to react or whatever. So, try to be kind is I feel the best path to go because it's telling people you should, try. You don't have to do it. You don't always have to meet that level of being kind. That's not something a human can do. But if you can stop and think about it, then you should try and, be kind, because you never know what people are going through. They're probably going through something. Most people are, because that life is something. That is what life is. It's just constant things happening. It never stops. So yeah, you never know what people are dealing with, and you never know how their life affects them. There's a meme I seen before where it's two dogs standing in mud. One's a little like Chihuahua and one's like a German Shepherd, and it's like they're each covered in different amounts of mud. And it's like, the amount of mud isn't what matters. It's the person who's going through the mud that matters. Because just because one person's like, oh, that's easy to do, doesn't mean it's easy for everyone else. Hence the trying to leave it open to, try to be kind, because, we're humans. We're going to fail at it. But that's just my thought process. How did I even get here? I just started rambling. That's one of the reasons why I thought I might be able to like do a live, because if I start rambling, I will just ramble. Have no idea how we got to the whole kindness thing. I forget what transitioned us to that point. I know at one point I was talking about streaming and followers, and started talking about people being kind. Um, yeah, I think this is something I'll definitely enjoy doing, and I'm gonna try and like carve out a time specifically, at least like once a week, to try and do lives where I just, talk with people. Sometimes I'll probably have like specific topics to talk about, especially with the way that America is going at the moment. Um, I definitely don't want to do it yet, because I'll be honest, it's a bit of a sore wound for me, because I'm honestly really afraid of the future. I know a lot of people who a lot of these things are going to directly affect, me as well, and my lady. Like the possibility of they want to get rid of the ACA, which protects pre-existing conditions for like insurance and stuff. And me and my lady both have pre-existing conditions, so that could affect us quite a bit. So eventually, I will probably start talking about more serious things, because the world matters. But as of the next little while, it'll be more just talking to cool people like yourself, Kyle, and like Pumpkin was, and enjoying the conversation. Um, I think I'll have like times just be like specifically talking about like maybe the Marvel universe or the DC universe. I know more about the Marvel universe now than the DC, but just talk about things I enjoy. Like I said, Doctor Who's a big universe for me. It helped me a lot. One Piece is a universe I've been watching for a very long time, so I'm a real nerdy person. So definitely will be lives of me just talking about pop culture kind of things. Um, and maybe I can get like one of my brothers in here at some point, or sit down with my lady and sit and talk about things, make it a bit of a podcast situation. But we'll see how this all goes. Like I said, I've enjoyed this one, especially since I got lucky with you and Pumpkin showing up to the broadcast and being willing to talk. Geez, my phone's on 12%. So I haven't heard from my lady yet, which is crazy. I figured I would have heard from her by now. So her, the person who's showing up after her shift must have showed up late. No, exactly, man. That's and just talking a little bit. As you can see, I'm somebody who can just go once I start talking. So just having she just texted me. Just having someone to just once in a while be like, ask this question, or what do you think about this? Just having someone respond once in a while helps me to continue to ramble and keep you entertained. And I appreciate you listening, especially like I said, over the next couple of years time, whatever time frame, I'm gonna end up becoming a bit more serious, because I am truly afraid for our future. The Department of Education is not something that shouldn't exist. But like I said, that's not something I'm trying to get too much into. It's something my lady is really annoyed at me about, because it's affected me a whole bunch, and she wants me not to focus on it so much, because she knows that it adds terror to my life. It's another reason why I tried to do this instead of while she's at work, to help keep my mind off of things like that. And it's done a pretty well job, other than these couple of times where I've skirted it. Texting my lady back. So she'll probably be home. She doesn't work far. I say home. She'll probably be at my house. Like 10 minutes, if that. Not even. The fact that she texts hi, she's probably already in the car, which means she'll probably be here in about the next 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, depending on traffic. So yeah, I think I was going to try and stretch it out to get a full hour, but since she messaged me, she'll be home soon, so I guess I should probably wrap it up here. Kyle, again, truly appreciate you tuning in, and even if you only ever talk a little bit, man, I appreciate you being there and talking. You know, there's no point in doing a live if nobody's there to watch the live. But I appreciate you tuning in, as I do for everyone who tuned in. I'm going to start my whole sign-off bit here thing. It's what I do for most videos. So I want to thank everyone for clicking on this video. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, throw me a like and follow. I broadcast video games on Twitch, and the content you find on YouTube, you can find across my pages. TikTok does get some content that isn't released to the rest of my pages, but that's generally like TikTok specific things. So like me responding to somebody generally in the last little while anyways, that's been political stuff. But like I said, I'm gonna be avoiding that for a bit because it's just not something I want to deal with at the moment. But YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all Powerful Swagger. Same as my Twitch. And then my TikTok is PWFLSWGR. Appreciate it if you checked out those pages, enjoy my content, throw me follows there. Trying to, get us a little bit of a following here. Like I said earlier in the live, I do game clips, toy builds, unboxing videos, comic book reviews, Reddit reads, broadcasts like this one, game broadcast. Just content I enjoy creating. So yeah, appreciate it if you check out my other content and throw me likes and follows. Kyle, I hope you have a wonderful day. I might be broadcasting either video games or going live again on YouTube today. I got to charge my phone, and my lady might be going to her friend's house, so we'll see what the evening entails. If I do, and you got free time, I'd love to hear from me again, and we can do some more talking. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day if I don't see you again. And remember, try to be kind out there.